Hello everyone, myself Vairagkar from Sant Tukaram National Model School, Latur. Today we have to learn lesson number 3, that is whole numbers. So what are whole numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. These are whole numbers. Means in the set of natural numbers, just we added one more number, that is 0. In the set of natural numbers, just we added one more number, 0, and it becomes the set of whole numbers. And even we have to learn properties of whole numbers from this lesson. Properties of whole numbers. First property is closure property. Second property is commutative property. Third property is associative property. Fourth property is distributive property. And fifth property of zero. Property of zero. So these properties we are going to learn through this lesson. One by one we will see all these properties. First, closure property. Closure property of whole numbers. First we will see closure property. According to this property, sum of any two whole numbers, suppose 3 and 5, both are whole numbers, sum of them is 8, is always a whole number. Means when we add any two whole numbers, we get answer in the form of a whole number. This property holds true for addition of whole numbers. Means when we add any two whole numbers, we get answer as a whole number. But this property is not true for subtraction of whole numbers. For example, 3 minus 5. What is the answer? There is no answer in the set of whole numbers, because here we get minus 2 as answer. Here we get minus 2 as answer, and minus 2 is not in the set of whole number. That means closure property is not applicable for subtraction of the whole numbers. Then let us try for multiplication. 3 multiplied by 5. When we multiply any two whole numbers, we get answer always in the form of a whole number. For example, 3 multiplied by 5 is equal to 15. 15 is a whole number, and this rule is true for all the whole numbers. And if we divide them, if we divide 3 divided by 5, we get a fraction 3 by 5. But this is not a whole number, remember, and that means closure property is true for only addition and only for multiplication, but not applicable for subtraction and division. Next property, combinative property. Second property is commutative property. When we change the order of operation, when we change the order of numbers, 3 plus 5 is same as 5 plus 3. When we change the orders of the numbers while adding them, we get the same result. 3 plus 5 8, and 5 plus 3 is also equal to 8. Means if we change the order of the numbers, even after that we get the same result. That means commutative property is applicable for addition of whole numbers, But the same property is not applicable for subtraction of whole numbers. 3 minus 5 is not equal to 5 minus 3, because 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2 and 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. They are not equal. Means this commutative property is not applicable for subtraction of the whole numbers. Now let us try for multiplication of the multiplication. 3 multiplied by 5 is equal to 5 multiplied by 3. 3 5 are 15. Here also 5 is 15. They are equal. Means if we change the order of the numbers while multiplying them, we get the same result. Means multiplication of whole numbers is commutative. But the division of whole numbers is not commutative. Division of whole numbers. 3 divided by 5 is not equal to 5 divided by 3. 3 divided by 5 is 3 by 5. And 5 divided by 3 is 5 by 3. Are they equal? They are not equal. That means division of whole numbers is not commutative. Now let us see the next property. Associative property. Associative. Suppose there are more than two numbers, 2 multiplied 2 plus 3 plus 5. If there are more than two numbers, then what we have to do? Group them. We can group them in any way. For example, suppose we added these two numbers first, 2 plus 3. And in that sum, 2 plus 3, 5. In that sum, we have to add the remaining number. Next number, so 5 plus 5, 10. Now, there is another choice in our hand. Suppose the same numbers we have to add, we can add them by making another grouping. 3 plus 5 first. First add these two numbers, and in that sum, add these two. So 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 2. So 8 plus 2, 10. We get the same result. Means while adding more than two whole numbers, we can associate, we can group them according to our choice. Even though we group them in different ways, we get the same result. We can get same result, and that's why we can say that addition of whole numbers is associative. Now let us try this property for subtraction. This property is not applicable for subtraction of the whole numbers. Okay, let us say if we change this sign by subtraction. 2 minus 3, what is the result? 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1. Minus 5 is equal to minus 6. And here 2 minus, first we have to perform this. Here we get minus 2. Minus become plus. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Are the result equal? Here we got minus 6. Here we got 4. That means associative property cannot be applied for subtraction of the whole numbers. So in another word, we can say that subtraction is not associative. Let us try this property for multiplication of the whole numbers. 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. We group them in different ways. 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30. Here we got 30. Now 2 multiplied by 3 5s are 15, 15 2s are 30. Here also we got the same answer 30 30. Means in multiplication, if we grouped, we associated the whole numbers in different way, we can get the same answers, we can get the same results. So we can say that multiplication is associative. Multiplication of whole numbers is associative. We can associate them according to our choice. But in case of division, this associative property is not applicable for division of whole numbers. Suppose if we apply this for division, what are the results? Let us see. 2 by 3. Opposite of multiplication, opposite of division, multiplication, and reciprocal of 5, 1 by 3. Here we get 2 by 15. Now let us see here what we will get. 2 divided by 3 by 5, 2 multiplied by 5 by 3. So we get 5 to the 10 by 3, 10 by 3. The results are not same. Results are not same. That means this property, associative property, is not applicable for division of whole numbers. Division of whole numbers. Now let us learn the next property, distributive property. Distributive property. Distributive property of whole numbers. Distributive property of whole numbers. 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5. 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5. We can distribute this sum with the help of this multiplication. How can we write this in another form? 2 multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by 5. 2 multiplied by 5. Here 3 to the 6. Plus 5 to the 10, 10 plus 6, 16. The same property, in the same way, we can distribute subtraction also with the help of multiplication. Let us see, 2 multiplied by 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5. Now distribute this 2 multiplied by 3 minus. Now let us write that 5 minus 5. So 2 multiplied by 5, 2 multiplied by 5 minus 2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by 3. So 2 5 is 10, minus 2 3 is 6, and 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. So in this way we can use distributive property. We can distribute whatever the addition and subtraction with the help of multiplication. So in this way we can distribute the terms. Now let us learn the properties of zero. Properties of zero. Properties of zero. Five plus 0 is equal to 5. When we add 0 in any number, we get the same number. Or 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. Or when any number is added in 0, then also we get the same number. 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. 5 minus 0 is 5. But 0 minus 5 is minus 5. 0 minus 5 is equal to minus 5. Then next, 5 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. When we multiply any number with 0, we get 0. Or 0 multiplied by 5 is equal to 0. 0 multiplied by any number is equal to 0. Next, apply the property for division. 0 divided by 5. 0 divided by 5 is equal to 0. But 5 divided by 0 is not defined. Not defined. Division by 0 is not allowed in maths. It is meaningless. It is not defined. And that's why these are the properties of 0. I hope all of you understood these properties properly. Okay, bye.